Very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here as a Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Before I continue, let me remind you that in the dialog box of the YouTube videos, there are ample of free groups which we mentioned: Telegram, LinkedIn, YouTube, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, and a lot of things. You can join any of the free groups. We keep sharing information in the free groups. More importantly, our news desk is live. Sheetal Academy, 13 schools of Sheetal Academy, Penny Stock, Trainings Desk, FNO Learnings Academy, Mota Bhai Club, FX Desk, Commodity Exchange, and many other video and audio trainings are live. If you wish, you can definitely WhatsApp at +91 9899 242 978. +91 9899 242 978. I'm doing my research nowadays, and I think now this research is concluded that how government of India would be going ahead with privatization or disinvestment of the government banks. In phase one, government of India did a lot of mergers. I went to Reuters, saw a lot of financial information, so no comment whether these mergers went well or not. But I was looking for some information from a long period of time, which I got last week, and that information really frightened me, to be honest. First of all, October 2023, when the world will get a nuclear bomb. Don't worry. This nuclear bomb is the whole globe needs to be Basel compliant. Basel 3 compliant, precisely. You like it, you don't like it, your country don't like it, but the financial system has to be Basel compliant. And when it comes to the Basel compliant, I'm sure that there are many countries of the globe, those who are not in a situation to even afford that. But one of the most interesting things of the human mind is that by the time you can postpone it, let it be. Postpone it to the maximum level, and once it becomes a reality, then let it be. The similar is the situation of the corporates and the markets. Like for corporates, postpone it to the maximum level, and when default is imminent, raise your hands. I'm not paying. And markets, buy. And when the crash, so the mindset of the government is also not indifferent. It is like you keep pushing the problem. By the time you are at that level, when you need to acknowledge you are not ready. I got an information that the government has spent around 22,000 crores, little bit higher than 22,000 crores, as an interest payment towards recapitalization bonds for PSU banks in the last 2 fiscal years. 22,000 crores as an interest payment for a recapitalization. So guys, I was thinking like, let's make simple mathematics. Suppose these bonds issued at 7%. Simple mathematics, very simple mathematics. Suppose these bonds issue at 7%, which means that if government issue 1 lakh crores of bond, the total interest is around 7,000 crores. And the government pays around 22,000 crores. This is the public statistics. So the simple mathematics suggests that the value, the principal is around more than 300,000 crores. Because precisely if I assume that the bonds are issued, then bonds must be issued for the long period of time. Because the basic premise of the bond is it has to be greater than 10 years. And the notional has to be closer to 300,000 crores, because 300,000 into 7% is approximately 21,000 crores, the kind of interest payments. According to this, during 2018-19, the government paid around 5,800 crores as an interest, and while in next year they paid exorbitant, more than three times, which is 16,000, around 16,300 crores. In totality, they pay around 22,000 crores. Government also understand that if they keep raising this money and issue the bonds, which is also known as to let Indian banks Basel compliance, this recapitalization bonds, how long government would be able to afford that? That is also a big problem, guys, because non-performing asset issue is not going to be resolved in India. We all understand. We have just seen the case of RCOM, and I'm really surprised that the total outstanding, including vendors, banks, plus financial institutions, is around 86,000 crores. 86,000 crores is the total outstanding. And I'm not saying this, it is the public figure which is saying that 86,000 crore is only one company, RCOM. And even today, as insolvency and bankruptcy court is put on the hold because of this virus, at least till March 2021, God knows if I add this value of all companies in the NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal, then it's a mind-boggling number. I think Einstein needs calculator to compute this number, because if one company is 86,000 crores, there are thousands of companies who are vying in NCLT. Mind-boggling number. It really let us to ask one question, that we cannot resolve the NPA problem in India. Let it be. There are many issues pertaining to that. Political issue, non-political issue, the corporate political nexus, and so many things. And on the recapitalization part, government is paying around 22,000 crores only as interest payment. And according to the public information, that government is still looking to infuse more money in the Q1 2021 in few selected public sector concerns. Basel III is not yet here. And what would when we have complete Basel III? This is really scaring to me, that how the fiscal management is done. Because out of this 22,000 crores, we can make several colleges, several hospitals, several universities, several infrastructure projects. A hell lot of work could have been done. And this is, I don't know how I call this. But after reading this, I went to Reuters and I scouted few information about few banks, and what I concluded I cannot tell. But I hardly see any media to talk about this issue. I don't know in which world are we living. But I'm not living in a world which is paid, to be honest. This is Rahul from Treasury Consulting. You know our WhatsApp 9818485155. Scotland lockdown, England lockdown, Jack Ma issue, US China as usual. Now the Georgia issue, JP Morgan Chase comment on the Georgia issue, the Senate control of US, gold around 1950. Welcome to 2021. Happy New Year.